Well, one company we're going to look at, Nutrisystem. With just 8 months on the job, our next guest is already knee-deep in Nutrisystem's turnaround plan, reorganizing, rebuilding the company's leadership team as they gear up for the 2014 diet season.
Why are you looking at me? The diet season for me is 365 days of the year.
Yeah, right.
Now you can reveal a slimmer, sexier you. Well, maybe it's hopeless with me. Dawn Zier is out of MIT Sloan and their acclaimed engineering program after decades at Reader's Digest. She knows Nutrisystem is not Herbalife. What a challenge. Great to have you here.
Thanks.
What's the first order of business? I think of all the best practices and your experience at Reader's Digest, how do you bring that over to something as iconic as Marie Osmond and Nutrisystem?
Well, first thing on the job was really to look at costs and margins, get our gross margins under control, and proud of the accomplishments there. On our earnings call this week, we just announced that gross margins are up 500 basis points.
That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, good move.
That's a jump condition. What'd you do, lay off bodies?
No, actually it was about what we were selling, what we were putting in our programs to the customers, and really making sure that we were refining the offerings, making sure that what was in the product was actually driving revenue.
When it comes to, we look at Herbalife in the news this week because of strong earnings, the hedge fund battle, Bill Ackman says is a pyramid scheme. What's different in terms of what you do? Because I know you're not direct competitors and that you're offering actual food and it's a little bit of a different business, but are you seeing the same kind of trends? They cite strong awareness of obesity.
Well, definitely obesity is strong on the national platform. We're very different than Herbalife. We're not a multi-level marketer. We're a direct marketer. But, you know, obesity is a nationwide issue, national health care reform. A lot of people in the future will be incentivized to lose weight, and that's a good place for companies like ours and others to be in.
How do you balance it? It's great to have David Robertson here. You run marathons, right?
No.
But you run a lot, right?
I bike a lot.
That, and you bike a lot and all that. Okay.
He's very
exercise professor over here. How do you fold the reality we're a sedentary society into the fact, okay, if I have Nutrisystem, I eat less?
A lot of it's about portion control. So the first step to getting in shape is actually watching what your intake is. Obviously, exercise is a main component of what you do, and it's really about behavior modification and the whole process along the way. It's about a weight loss journey, losing the weight, keeping it off.
A weight loss
How do you make sure, and to David's whole theme of innovation, how do you make sure that you are keeping up with customers in terms of making meals and food choices that they want to have?
You listen to them, and I think that's something we've really focused on over the last couple of months, doing a lot of research, hearing what the customers want, and really moving to more custom and personalized options.
And how have those tastes changed over the last 5-6 years as we've recovered from this horrifying recession?
Right, consumer tastes, there's a lot of options with our program. We have 150 different food products, so while I can go to a great restaurant in New York, may not like everything on the menu, but certainly there are plenty of things to like.
And now we have the consultancy with us, David Robertson. Brick by Brick is the book on Lego. How do you apply brick by brick and focus strategy to what you hear here?
I'm sorry. I just spent a week biking across Iowa in something called ragbri. So I've just been a week just eating pork chops and deep fried pickles. I'm the last guy you want to talk to about diet.
That's a break.
Well, it is getting competitive. I mean, there's Jenny Craig, there's Weight Watchers, there's Nutrisystem. What is the distinction in what you do, and how do you capture some of the clients away from your competition?
So I think it's really about choice. It's about customization and choice. We are very strong, obviously, in targeting the overweight market, but also good for chronic conditions such as people with type 2 diabetes and heart conditions. Our program is based on the low glycemic index, which helps manage blood sugar levels, and unfortunately there's a growing population of people with type 2 diabetes.
You have a terrific academic background. Apply the dynamics of engineering to the nation's challenge of all of our advantages. We get the 32-ounce steak. We get vegetables that could feed 3. I had a salad the other day with my daughter in Boston that could have fed 4 people. Why are we doing this?
I think it comes down to really, again, that whole intake. And it's interesting because one of the things that Nutrisystem teaches you, sure, we deliver food to the home, but in the same time, we're teaching people about portion control. And exactly to your point, Tom, that the spaghetti can feed people for a family for a week instead of a one sit down.
How many pounds can you lose per week on Nutrisystem?
1 to 2 pounds per week.
Not bad, Tom. I'll try.
We're looking at you, Tom.
No, I'll do it with you. It's summer bathing suit season.
It's easy. It's easy to do, easy to succeed.
You're in a tankini, right?
Tankini.
Okay, Dawn, thank you so much. Dawn Zier with Nutrisystem saved me here. Amelia Maria Osmond can save me. David Robertson, thank you so much. The book is Brick by Brick, How Lego Rewrote the Rules of Innovation.